Ivanka Trump just hijacked every headline in America, and the internet can't look away. In July 2025, she shocked everyone by announcing Elysian, a $250 million AI-powered luxury venture merging fashion, finance, and tech. Within hours, Ivanka AI was the number one global trend. Wall Street is buzzing, Silicon Valley's elite are backing her, and critics silenced. Days earlier, she turned Venice into her runway, stealing the show at a $50 million wedding in a couture gown worth more than most homes. Flashbulbs exploded, royals stared, Hollywood elites whispered, and just like that, Ivanka wasn't just back. She owned the moment. But if you think this is just another Trump tabloid story, think again. At 15, she was on 17 magazine. By 25, she was closing real estate deals like a Wall Street shark. By 35, power walking through the White House as a top advisor. Now, at 42, she's flipping the script, turning her $800 million personal brand into a next-gen empire. She survived media wars, business collapses, and courtroom chaos. She's been canceled, doubted, and dissected, and yet Ivanka Trump is trending harder than ever because she plays the long game. So what's her end game? A political return, billionaire status, or something even bigger? Buckle up, because this isn't just a comeback, it's the ultimate reinvention of America's most mysterious heiress, and you're about to see why 2025 belongs to Ivanka Trump. Welcome back to Loyal Luxury, where we pull back the velvet curtain on the world's most fascinating high society figures. I'm your host, and today we're dissecting the life of someone who's been in the spotlight for over 2 decades, yet somehow keeps surprising us. Ivanka Trump isn't just a first daughter, she's a businesswoman, a mother, a fashion mogul, and now a food industry revolutionary. Her lifestyle spans Manhattan penthouses, private jets, and power lunches that literally shape global policy. So grab your champagne, because we're about to explore 8 incredible chapters of pure luxury, controversy, and reinvention. Chapter 1. Golden Child, the making of an heiress. Born with a literal golden spoon in her mouth on October 30th, 1981, Ivanka Marie Trump entered the world in the marble-clad luxury of Trump Tower. But here's what's absolutely wild. While most billionaire kids are sheltered from the real world, Ivanka was thrust into the spotlight before she could even drive. At 14, she was already signed with elite model management, walking runways for Versace and Mugler. Picture this, a teenager commanding $5,000 per runway show while her classmates were worried about prom dates. But the pressure was intense. She later called her boarding school experience at Choate Rosemary Hall a prison, revealing the dark side of privileged perfection. By 22, she'd graduated from Wharton with an economics degree, the same school that produced Warren Buffett and Donald Trump himself. The foundation was set for something extraordinary, but wait, it gets even more insane. Chapter 2. Apprentice to Empire. Building the Trump Dynasty. Here's where things get absolutely fascinating. Instead of immediately joining daddy's company, Ivanka shocked everyone by working for a competing real estate firm for 2 years. Why? To prove she could make it on her own merit. Smart move. When she finally joined the Trump organization as executive vice president, she wasn't just playing dress up in the boardroom, she was closing deals worth hundreds of millions. From 2006 to 2015, America watched her co-star on The Apprentice, where she perfected that ice-cold boardroom stare that would later serve her well in Washington. But here's the kicker. While the cameras rolled, she was simultaneously orchestrating global acquisitions and luxury hotel developments. The Trump International Hotel in DC? That was her baby. The old post office transformation? Her vision. She wasn't just reality TV royalty, she was building a real estate empire worth billions. And then came the move that shocked the fashion world. Chapter 3. Fashion Empire. The 100 million rise and dramatic fall. In 2007, Ivanka launched something that would make fashion history, the Ivanka Trump collection. This wasn't just another celebrity fashion line. This was a carefully crafted empire targeting the working woman demographic. Within 7 years, it exploded to a $100 million valuation with over 650 retail doors carrying her designs. Nordstrom, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, everyone wanted a piece of the Ivanka magic. She was selling everything from $29 shoes to $158 dresses, making luxury accessible to middle America. But then came 2016, and everything changed. The number grab your wallet boycotts hit like a tsunami. Sales plummeted 45% online. Nordstrom dropped the line. Sweatshop exposés made headlines. By July 2018, she made the shocking decision to shut it all down, citing White House ethics and her indefinite commitment to Washington. A $100 million empire gone just like that. The fashion world had never seen anything like it, but her biggest power move was still coming. Chapter 4, West Wing Power Player, The Ultimate Political Makeover, March 2017. Ivanka Trump walks into the West Wing as an unpaid advisor and immediately becomes one of the most powerful women in America. Her office, right down the hall from the Oval Office. Her portfolio, mind-blowing. She launched the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative, pledging to help 50 million women worldwide with a $50 billion commitment. She sat at tables with world leaders, shaped workforce policy, and represented America on the global stage. But the drama was intense. Remember that viral moment at the G20 in Berlin where she was literally booed for calling her father a tremendous champion for women? The internet went absolutely wild. Then came the controversies. Personal email usage, security clearance debates, and ethics questions that had legal experts on every news channel. She was simultaneously praised as a moderating influence and criticized as nepotism personified. Love her or hate her, she wielded unprecedented power for a presidential daughter. However, her global ambitions were just getting started. Chapter 5, Global Stage, the billion-dollar Women's Empowerment Crusade. Here's where Ivanka's story gets truly extraordinary. She didn't just attend international summits, she created them. At the G20, she launched the Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative, dubbed the Ivanka Fund, with a jaw-dropping goal: mobilize $1 billion for women entrepreneurs worldwide. The World Bank housed it, global leaders endorsed it, but critics called it smoke and mirrors, arguing it benefited elite businesses over poor women. The drama was intense. Feminist groups protested her appearance, while business leaders praised her vision. She traveled to India, Africa, and South America, always in designer outfits worth thousands, promoting economic empowerment while living the ultimate luxury lifestyle. The optics were fascinating. Private jets to poverty-stricken regions, $2,000 handbags at microfinance meetings. Whether you saw her as a champion or a contradiction, one thing was undeniable: she was operating on a scale that few women in history ever have. Then came the moment that changed everything. Chapter 6, Courtroom Drama, When Luxury Meets Legal Jeopardy. November 2023, the moment that had America glued to their screens. Ivanka Trump, impeccably dressed in a navy suit, walks into a Manhattan courthouse for the $250 million civil fraud trial that could destroy her family's empire. Though she'd been dismissed as a defendant, she was compelled to testify about Deutsche Bank loans worth hundreds of millions. The drama was cinematic, cameras flashing, protesters chanting, legal analysts dissecting every word. On the stand, she was composed but distant, repeatedly saying, "I do not recall," to questions about financial statements and loan covenants. Prosecutors showed emails suggesting she helped lower her father's net worth requirements from $3 billion to $2 billion. The stakes? Potentially losing Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, and the entire family business. For someone who'd lived a life of unimaginable luxury, the possibility of losing it all was suddenly very real. The courtroom sketches became memes. The testimony became headlines. The Princess of Luxury was facing her biggest test yet, but nobody saw her next move coming. Chapter 8, Venice Viral Moment, the $50 million wedding that broke the internet, June 26, 2025. Venice, Italy becomes the backdrop for the most talked about wedding of the decade. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's $50 million three-day extravaganza had everyone talking, but it was Ivanka who stole the show. Paparazzi went absolutely wild, capturing her in a salmon pink Tony Ward gown that probably cost more than most people's cars. The Oscar de la Renta mini dress she wore to the after party? Pure perfection. But here's what made it go viral. Lip readers caught Jared Kushner requesting she'd like to sit by the window at dinner, spawning thousands of memes. The irony wasn't lost on critics, attending a $50 million celebration while championing food equity through Planet Harvest. The contrast was striking. Gondola rides through Venice's canals while locals protested no space for Bezos. Yet somehow Ivanka navigated it all with grace. days, generating over 250 million views across social media platforms. She wasn't just a wedding guest, she was the moment everyone couldn't stop talking about. From a teenage model gracing magazine covers to a White House power player shaping global policy, from building a $100 million fashion empire to facing courtroom drama that captivated a nation, Ivanka Trump's journey reads like the ultimate American story of privilege, power, and reinvention. She's been praised as a trailblazer and criticized as a symbol of nepotism. She's built empires and watched them crumble. She's wielded unprecedented influence and faced unprecedented scrutiny. But here's what's truly remarkable. At 43, she's writing an entirely new chapter. Planet Harvest isn't just a business venture. It's a statement that even the most controversial figures can find redemption through purpose. Whether you love her or hate her, one thing is undeniable. Ivanka Trump has lived a life that most people can only dream of, and she's not done surprising us yet. In a world obsessed with authenticity, she's the ultimate paradox, a woman of immense privilege fighting for those without it. That's not just luxury living, that's legacy building. Thanks for watching Loyal Luxury, where power, wealth, and legacy come to life. Ivanka Trump's reinvention proves that true influence never fades, it evolves. But if you think her story is bold, wait until you see how tech titan Larry Ellison built an empire from nothing and turned it into billionaire royalty. Watch our next deep dive here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay loyal to the luxury.